This episode of The Riff with UCLA Shenanigans is brought to you by the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Eat fresh.
Oh.
That's what I'm going with this week.
Eat fresh? Isn't that
Subway.
Yeah, it's Subway. You're listening to the Riff Podcast alongside Rafe Bernstein. I'm Noah Stern. Welcome to the studio, Felipe Bris and Akila Rajesh.
And a bottle of beer.
Oh, let's not forget to say our mission statement. What is the purpose of the Riff with UCLA Shenanigans? It is to get some funny people talking about some funny things.
Exactly.
Imagine if this was your first episode. You'd be confused.
That's true.
No, I'm
They might think it's an advice podcast or like a sports talk radio.
That's what I thought this was.
Good thing we're all experienced podcasters.
Yeah,
right?
Speaking of people whose first time it is not, both of you have been in the booth before.
Debatable.
Last year, I think.
I don't think I was.
It was all this year.
Mentally.
Technically, it was 2018. You guys were all on the, what do we call it? The alpha years, the prototype years?
Beta.
The season, the beta season?
Quarter?
Startup season.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
It was something like that.
Now we're like
When we were like 10 in the booth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, before I forget, I have a story. I had to go on a flight, so I was looking for podcasts, and I was looking at the one where I got the original inspiration for the riff, where I ask those questions. It's called Plumbing the Death Star, and I look, what is the most recent question they've answered on their podcast? It was, who is the best cereal mascot? And I was like, oh my god, they copied me.
Milton Bradley was totally poring over the podcast records to find,
Did we ever get to the bottom of that? Who is the best cereal mascot?
No, it was which was the best to hang out with. There was a lot of nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think we ever decided who was the best.
I don't think we need to go down that
I
rabbit
thought we
hole
were talking about
again.
cereal that day.
We were, Akila.
Wasn't it cereal
Is that the same
mascots?
thing, a field mascot and cereal?
Do we want to talk about cereal
Yeah.
again?
So bringing back.
That's the picture now for
Wait,
the
I
logo.
have a really good insight about cereal. I think you know how like Trix is like advertising strategies, like Trix are for kids.
Yeah.
I think it's stupid because they're cutting out such a huge market potential of
Adults.
hungry bunnies. They're
Which one
cutting
is,
out
which
adults.
one is Trix?
It's the colorful balls, and
It's
there's
the
a
one
bunny
whose
who's
slogan is
kind of all
tricks
like
are for
cracked
kids.
out, and he's like, give me my tricks.
Slogan is scoop some balls in your mouth.
Yeah.
It's so good though. I bought a family size pack.
So hold on. Your pitch is to give it to animals?
My pitch is to stop constricting it to just kids who literally don't even watch commercials. Like, what's the point?
I think kids watch commercials. Also, adults can do what they want.
But it's labeled Tricks are for kids. So adults are going to be like, oh my God, if I get this, Sally at work is going to judge me. And it's going to be like so weird. And I don't need this.
This seems like a problem only you're inventing.
What world are you inhabiting, Akila?
That's
Where
what
you're
marketing
bringing
is.
cereal
You
to work.
invent a problem, you solve it. I've invented this problem.
Do you
Tricks
see-
are
You're a
craved
regular
by
rabbi
hungry bunnies.
scholar. You've
Yeah.
invented a problem and come up with a solution.
Do you like see like Nike slogan and you're like, just do it? Yeah, I should just.
What about
blow
people
up
who
a building.
can't do it?
I should.
So your problem is you go into work with cereal and people judge you not because you brought in cereal, but they judge your choice
But because
of cereal.
I have invented this problem that they will be judged by the cereal they bought.
Wow.
I dream of a world where one day people are not judged by the cereal they bought, but by the cereal I don't know. Come on,
But
finish
by
this.
the fact that they brought in cereal.
We
As my great friend.
We
MLK.
are always monitoring the chat here in the UCLA radio booth.
Oh my God, are people talking?
We have a live chat. A person is talking,
Oh my
if
God.
that's people.
Wait, don't say it out loud if they roasted me.
Dude, they said some pretty hurtful shit towards you, Akila.
Wow, that is a very expressive emoji.
Oh my.
Oh,
Oh my God, tell me.
Can we ban this person?
Is it
They
the
used a
Trix
straight slur against
emoji?
Akila.
Oh my God, that's
there's
not cool.
There's now ethnic slur emojis.
Slurs,
Yes.
not cool. You know what's cool? Tricks. For all ages.
I am so
Do
glad.
you like kicks?
Yeah, do you like? Oh, dude. All right, Kicks underrated.
a
Underrated
Kix?
cereal.
I would say they are perfectly rated.
Okay, explain yourself.
They are a whelming cereal. Not overwhelming, nor underwhelming.
But don't you think in an age of
They just whelm.
overly sugary cereals,
An
like
age of
Pops,
Ultron.
Pops overrated because they're like Kicks except way too sugary.
They're
Yeah.
made of corn, though. Kicks are made of, like, styrofoam and couch fabric.
Wait, I've never
Fair
had
enough.
Kicks.
I recommend it. They're pretty bland. Okay, here's the thing. Kix
I
is
recommend
a great,
it. They're pretty bland.
Kix is a great primary cereal because it's definitely one you want to mix with a secondary and maybe even tertiary.
What the fuck?
No, I don't fuck around when it comes to mixing cereal.
Oh
So
my god, that's
So
incredible.
you do or you don't do it?
let me show you some good primaries. Okay, Rice Krispies.
Pops.
Uh,
That's literally prime. That's corn. It's
Pops,
literally corn.
Cheerios.
okay, yeah.
Cheerios.
Cornflakes, Cheerios, yeah. Those are all good primaries. Okay,
Maple
secondaries.
ladders.
No, okay,
Hey,
Maple
no, you
Ladders
ain't bringing
is a
me
good
to no
secondary.
secondary
That's a
location
secondary?
here.
Like
Okay,
was it like
John.
Captain Crunch, good secondary, right? Cinnamon Toast Crunch, good secondary. 'Cause
Okay, where's Crave in all this? 'Cause that's the only cereal that I eat.
Craven
Crave?
the Hunter?
It has chocolate. We are.
What?
I feel
Crave
like
those
I've never
crazy
had
When
Crave.
it
squares.
comes to
Chocolate.
cereal, people always forget that chocolate is literally the most important thing in any breakfast. You can take me to court on that.
Take that to the bank and
smoke it. Ooh, that is a certified Furcon classic. Who is not in the booth today? He is still decomposing outside, right outside.
I think at this point he's just spirit and skeleton.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yeah,
I couldn't even tell on the way in.
Akila, can you do a Furcon impression? Make it tasteful. That's good.
That's a good one. Yeah, it shows really his pensive side.
Yeah.
That's pretty
I
interesting.
don't
All right.
really do impressions.
Can I get,
was
like-
here to talk
Okay,
about
but
the
also-
NFL. I don't know what you guys are all here for.
Okay, so Akila, you're a strong proponent of
Yes.
standing for the anthem. Explain
Yes.
yourself.
You wait, no.
Who do you wish? Never mind. I'm catching myself this week, so I don't have to edit it.
Dodgers.
Dodger, you stand for the Dodgers, but kneel for
Neil
They're-
deGrasse Tyson.
fallen to gun violence.
Tyler Perry is not football.
No.
Tyler Perry
No.
makes movies.
Why would you pick a topic you know
Maybe he
nothing
pla-
about?
Maybe he plays football. I do know something
but we
about
know he doesn't.
Yeah.
Is the thing.
What does
Yeah,
NFL
sure.
stand for?
Maybe he does.
National
Probably doesn't.
fucking league.
Wow.
Oh, that would.
That's a category on Pornhub,
They-
not a national sport.
The
They
National
cannot
Fucking League.
broadcast that on all the channels.
So okay, there is a reason why I brought you guys in
Yes,
the
we
studio.
were gonna talk about my day.
Fuck no,
We're gonna
nobody
talk about
cares
her
about
dick.
that.
Am I right?
Yeah, high five me.
High five me,
Nice.
Furcon's ghost. Thank you.
Oh my god, his ghost came in the room, guys.
Oh, spooks. Okay, so
Hey guys, I disagree with the concept of the question. Oh, Furcon.
classic. So we do have
So that's why
a
the ball
question
dropped.
I wanna ask you guys. We ask all of our guests this, but first and foremost, how did you guys get started with Shenanigans? Because when I showed up, you two were already there, large and in charge.
Yeah, and Felipe was here before me, so you can answer before me.
Oh,
And I was here before Felipe.
He wasn't.
Wait,
Was it?
No, you weren't.
no.
Okay, no. I got started. Let's see.
You both started the same
Make sure you're
time,
right
I'm
up to the
guessing.
mic.
Oh yeah. No, I got started. Let's see. Beginning of my sophomore year, like first quarter, first day, I found them at the activities fair. And I was like, "Hey, I'd like to try some stand-up comedy, maybe." And they were like, "Yeah, cool." So I started going to meetings, and yeah, that was that. That was back when Austin Nassau was president, and Nathan Mosher was head of stand-up, and he got me into it, and that was that. Before that,
Nice.
my friends had said, "Hey, you should try stand-up," and I'm like, "I don't know." And then I said, "Okay, I'll try it," and then I tried it,
Mm-hmm.
and that was it.
So you only started a quarter before me then, because
Yeah,
I
no.
started my he's a year
I've-
older than me, and
I've
I started
always-
freshman year winter.
I've always thought of you as starting around the same time as me. I never.
Yeah, well, I always thought of you as historic and ancient, so.
Okay, but
I remember the
Well,
first
thank
time I
you.
met Felipe was at a Shenanigans after party. It was the first one I went to. It wasn't even an after party. It was just a weird.
where was
Well,
it?
It was at Matt's apartment. I remember that.
Oh yeah, that was a dope apartment.
Was it an
It had-
after party or was it was a party? But I don't know what.
It was probably enough. Was it the one with like the really high ceiling?
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, I met Felipe there, and the first thing I said when I went up to him was that he looked like Andy Samberg. And
Oh yeah.
So you're
He got
just
so-
Do you
yeah,
stand
so you're
by
just
that?
anti-Semitic. That
Anti-Semitic.
I'm not
and-
even Semitic.
yeah,
Felipe literally argued with me for like 10 minutes
Yeah,
how
it
he
was a
doesn't
whole-
look like it, and I'm like a really good person. No,
says good people.
let me finish the sentence.
I'm not
a
racist.
really-
My best friends are.
I meant to say I'm really good at inciting people and like getting them to be more angry than they need to be. And
Oh,
I
And
just
I'm
yes.
happened
very
to
good
be-
at being very angry. So
yeah, so we were
a
a
match made in
perfect, yeah,
heaven.
match made in heaven. So we kept going with that, and I just kept it as a bit for the rest of the year.
The first 3 times we ever interacted, all we were talking about
Yeah.
is how whether or not I looked like Andy Samberg.
Essentially.
And I maintain that I only look like 2 people: Stalin, but when he was older
my
and without the
God.
mustache,
Yeah, I see it.
and
Everyone's
Freddie
dying
Mercury,
to look
but
at you now.
when he had AIDS but hadn't really started losing weight yet.
Oh my god. We'll probably post a picture of
Jesus.
Felipe to the Shenanigans Instagram page after
You'll
this.
see what I mean.
So everyone
Oh
knows.
yeah, no, yeah, we'll be able to see it.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Oh man. Okay, so Akila, when you started,
Yeah.
what were the branches you initially got involved with?
You know, I saw Nathan perform one day and I saw Austin perform one day. I was like, these guys are so fucking funny. And I want to be part of the community that they're in just because I want to hang out with funny people and have funny friends. That's
course.
literally it. I had no interest in comedy whatsoever. So I was like, let me join the digital team. Like, that's something I could kind of do. I've edited videos for school projects before,
Mm-hmm.
and I joined. And the digital team wasn't as
It just wasn't.
It just wasn't as big as the other departments. So I kind of like stepped into sketch one day. Alex and Dewey were the heads, and they were so amazing. They were so funny. They're so lively. And I met like Hannah, Pippa. I think Selma was in there, Matt. And I just had so much fun being in sketch that I ended up writing sketches just so I could like be in the club.
Yeah.
And then I ended up loving writing sketches. And then I was like, wait, what the fuck? I want to pursue comedy. I don't want to do CS anymore.
Wait, so you
Fuck
really
yeah.
started for digital then?
I
for what was
started
then,
to just have funny
Serendipitous.
friends. That's literally it.
I mean, no, but you came in as a digital person, and
Yeah.
for what then was digital, which was just
Yeah.
you and Kylie filming
Yeah.
some stand-up, I guess.
Well, we never even really filmed anything, but yeah.
It's interesting that you came specifically for digital because
It's very interesting because so that
Felipe,
last
you explain it.
2 quarters in, or 2 or 3 quarters in, digital died. Digital basically died because the people who were leading it had graduated.
I mean, it died in the same way that a fetus can die.
sure.
Okay, go on.
I have to leave that in. You're welcome.
This boy named Nikhil, who used to be a part of Shenanigans, he's definitely a leader. He like definitely has big ideas.
We talking about
grandiose
Nikhil?
Nikhil.
Nikhil
That's how you
Tony
say it.
Adikula,
Nikhil.
I believe
Everyone
is
keeps
his
saying
full name.
Nikhil, and I have to keep correcting
Oh,
myself to say
because
it
you're
right.
the eel. You're the eela in the
Good
in the
die.
group.
No, a die.
I said,
How-
It
multiple people.
wasn't even a joke. He just had a stroke.
How do you
It was
say his name?
amusing about lyrical analysis.
So anyways, so he wanted to start digital, and he had so much passion in having like this idea started that I kind of tagged. I was like, in the beginning, but he was like, oh my god, it's gonna be amazing, it's gonna be great. I was like, okay, this sounds interesting, and we both started digital again. And then he left, so I was kind of left with all of digital. I'm like, should I continue this? I was like, you know what? We've got some momentum. We've created some videos. We have some members, and I kept it going for the next year. And now our membership has definitely like at least doubled, and people are pushing out
Yeah,
videos.
digital is like a
and
thing now.
Digital's like a thing now, and I'm really
Using
excited. for
Slack
Definitely.
is
what's
now
gonna
a
happen.
thing.
Yeah,
And you guys should all check out our YouTube channel, Shenanigans Comedy Club at UCLA, for all our digital sketches.
Yeah, for people who weren't here a while ago, digital before Akila was just someone. Hey, let's film this show, and then Akila really said, no, let's like make our own content and put it on YouTube. So that was really Akila's doing,
Yeah.
and
Since
she made
we-
a whole new branch of the club.
Since we have videos of like old sketches, if I send them to you, will you put them on the YouTube channel?
Be like
Probably.
Shenanigans
If they're
vintage.
funny.
Hold
Yeah,
on,
if they're-
Akila's voice got really deep there for a second, and also started coming from my left.
I'm used to that as a minority.
What? Explain.
Look, as the Green Day band would say,
Don't wanna be an American idiot.
road.
can you do the Green Day voice?
On the
I
road.
walk a lonely road
I walk a
on
lonely road.
on
the
this
only
broken
road.
heart. I walk alone.
You know what really pissed me off about Shenanigans is like
Please.
people are obsessed
Vent.
with angsty teen music. Like ever since I joined.
Really?
Not
Every
I.
party, it's always that
You mean besides
song about
Austin,
the boy
who graduated?
rolling into a ball of cheese. What is it?
What are the fuck are you
That-
talking about?
What's that song? It's like something about macaroni or like rolling in a ball of cheese.
Smash Mouth?
On top of spaghetti
Jimmy
all
runs
covered
the
in
world.
cheese?
Yeah, something. Wait, the
What?
song everyone sings.
Hey,
Good
now,
God.
You're all sorry.
No,
Get
not
your-
that.
Despacito.
No.
Everyone sings
Yankee
that.
Our
Doodle?
Shenanigans
Thank you, next.
literal national anthem. Come on, guys.
Dude, at no party
What?
can you hear the music.
I feel like our national
I
anthem at
remember-
this
No,
point is
because when
stale.
this song plays, everyone shuts up and sings this song, and it pisses me off
Bohemian
because
Rhapsody.
it's not that amazing of a song.
Bohemian Rhapsody. You're describing Bohemian
No.
Rhapsody.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Can one of our viewers name the song?
Yeah, one of our viewers from that
One of our viewers is
piecemeal
us.
explanation of that. Yeah.
Oh,
let us know.
the one where it's like, oh, she's falling asleep. No, 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 no.
Oh, fuck. What's it called?
That's one of them. That's
This is
amazing.
just your
Yeah.
excuse to sing,
Mr.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
What?
Mr. Brightside.
Mr.
Mr.
Brightside.
Brightside.
How does
Mr.
that song
Blue Sky.
That's
Ba-
another
Yeah.
one.
ba- ba-
He's-
ba- 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 ba-
Taking off her dress now.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, that
Fuck
sounds
that song.
lewd, so I'm going to
Yeah.
put a stop to that.
Anywho, so digital has been going great. We have a bunch of sketches up.
Noah says we because he's also in digital and he's a big active member. And
I'd say
might I
so.
dare say he's like vice president,
Oh, thank
maybe
you.
secretary.
High praise.
Honestly,
you know,
if you didn't say that, it would be a bit rude.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
got like a half erection right now.
I am fully torqued actually. Now that
Noah
she
has
said
Not
I'm
a
vice
term.
never
president,
had a half erection.
I've
long
never
as we've
not had an
known him.
erection. Damn, you know me real well,
He's balls deep in half an erection.
He just has so much passion for life.
It's a semi.
dude. I walk around
Half-mast.
just always at half mast. I'm pitching a tent wherever I
I
go.
walk around
what Ali G
always
calls a
at
semi-lob-on.
half-mast.
Oh my God, what if my mom finds this podcast?
Didn't your grandmother
don't tell her
listen to
about
the
it.
early ones?
I love you, Mom.
You hear that, Akila?
What?
I love you too.
What happened to Nana
No.
Akila?
we doing
Nana Akila?
Yeah,
The fuck is that?
your grandmother.
Oh.
never done this in the podcast
Who's talking? Is that Noah?
ASMR
Oh, it's you.
podcast.
Oh my God, we should. Have you guys
Yeah.
seen that barber shop ASMR?
Yeah,
And
with,
then there's one that's
BB
an
or Bobby,
interrogation
what's his
room.
name?
Yeah,
Barbershop?
Mario or like the Mario sounding guy.
What?
No, but he's
Mario.
Indian.
No,
he's
I
not
know what
Indian.
Mario sounds
barber
like.
shop?
I don't know who you were talking about.
Wait. Which one? The barbershop one?
Yes, the barber shop
Ice
where he
Cube?
comes and cuts your hair.
I am like positive this isn't. It's from India.
Mario.
It's not.
I saw a documentary on it, and they went to like Punjab.
Maybe it was filmed there, but the guy doesn't sound Indian.
Are you
Fair enough.
confusing India with Italy?
Afghanistan, yes.
That wasn't the question, but I'm glad you admitted to it.
This is what I do. I invent things. I invent questions. I invent problems.
So-
Akila's a creative.
I invent
creative
departments.
So you're in Shenanigans, you're in digital, but more importantly, you haven't had Kick cereal? Like, what is with that?
Yeah,
I wasn't born in this country,
but
What
you
kind-
are a citizen now.
What country were you born in?
Afghanistan.
I was not
Really?
born in this
No.
country.
I was born in India.
I mean, they're close. That's why I was surprised. I mean, it could be.
There,
I mean, there's a whole Pakistan between the two.
there's a whole Pakistan between the
I was about to say the whole pachyderm, but I remembered it's not a pachyderm.
No,
It's a Pakistan.
it's a Pakistan. How many beers did you bring?
I brought one beer and one bottle of bourbon.
Oh, well, hey, it's a party in the podcast booth.
There you go.
I am curious.
Not
so
for us. We're
you're
separated by
both-
glass.
you're
They're
both
drinking orange juice.
native
Americans.
Americans, as no one in this booth actually is.
I am not
No-
even American.
None of us are
yeah,
Native American.
Felipe's not here next year.
I am curious what you guys did for your Thanksgiving plans
Oh, I stayed here.
at UCLA.
Yeah.
Actually, we actually chilled on
Yawn.
Thanksgiving. So for Thanksgiving, I had Vinny over to my apartment on Thanksgiving Day
Oh,
for dinner.
Oh fuck! We and Felipe actually hung out. We watched
Lawrence
no,
of Arabia.
No,
We
let
watched
me-
Lawrence of
I
Arabia.
was gonna think of it.
you were thinking Prince of Persia?
I
God, you're racist. Just all
Is
brown
that
people
a-
are the same
just
to you,
'cause-
Akila?
Hey, no, he was
They
played by
honestly are.
Jake Gyllenhaal, so it's not racist.
No, I bump into her in
The
the
most
middle of
Persian of
Westwood.
actors.
Wait, no. Let's talk about this movie though.
Yeah, no, I bump into
It-
Akila in the middle of Westwood, outside Whole Foods for some reason.
She was
And-
probably shopping.
There you
Why
go.
is that surprising to you? Do I not look like a Whole Foods person?
No.
What
I
do
bump
look-
into Akila on the street. There she is with groceries like some whore.
Honestly, I look like an Albertsons girl.
No, so I
Don't be too hard on
You
yourself.
look like an Albert. Yeah. Ooh, I wouldn't go that far.
Maybe like a
You're
Kohl's
fine,
shopper
Akila.
Maybe Trader Joe's.
or a Payless.
Pay
Yeah.
less. That's sadder.
Have you ever been to Food for Less and the 4 is a 4?
I look like Costco.
You look like a Costco?
No, she looks like Costco, the company.
Stop distracting
Like
us.
you
We were
can
talking about
see
the
her
movie,
once
not
every
my...
6 months and get everything you need from her?
Miss aroused by her own.
Oh my god!
You set yourself up for
We're
that.
deleting this podcast.
Yeah, we can't cut anything out anymore, so it's all or nothing.
Oh, really? Okay. I'm in now.
Okay, so this movie we go to see, Prince of Persia.
At the Egyptian
Lawrence
Theater,
of
no
Arabia.
less, in
Lawrence
Hollywood.
of Arabia. No, what? Yeah, Lawrence of Arabia.
It is one of my favorite movies.
It was an amazing movie. I think the movie grows on you because as you're watching it, you feel like you're in the desert. You feel like you're in war, fighting with the tribes. With the tribes. I don't know if the microphone heard that.
No, we heard you.
But
Tribes.
It feels like you're there, and it's very long and artistic, but
Oh,
it's
yeah,
long,
it's like-
and you can feel like the heat almost. Even though the theater was air conditioned, it was just such good directing. You felt their
Wow,
energy.
okay.
Where did you guys see this?
The Egyptian
The
Theater
Egyptian.
in Hollywood.
And apparently
Nice.
Felipe sees this every year.
Yeah, it's
like
a
his
really
Christmas
good
present.
movie, but you have to like really, because a lot of it is just desert. A lot of the movie, so
Right.
when you watch it in like a movie theater, it's like whoa.
Yeah.
So once a year, I try to go see it.
Is that in color?
Yes,
Huh.
it's like
I
it's,
haven't seen it in so long.
It's
it
not
was
that
made.
old.
It was made back when color was like a whole big deal. It's an old movie.
Now we're just all trying to go back to black and white.
The main guy is
Hashtag
so pretty.
This is America. Yeah, the main guy. It's
Yeah.
Jake Gyllenhaal, right?
No. Wait, what's
Well,
the
the
main
thing
guy's
is,
name? He's dead now, I think.
Wait, the actor or the
Wait, is he? That would be so rude if he
the
wasn't.
actor and the main character that he plays are both dead.
Okay. That's
But
good. I mean, that.
which do you mean the character or the actor?
What the fuck, Felipe? The guy, the human being
Lawrence.
that
Yeah,
was there.
He's from Arabia.
Okay,
You mean his personality?
you mean
Like-
okay? So there's
I didn't
Peter
watch
O'Toole,
interviews.
and he's playing T. Lawrence.
They're both hot. What are you talking about?
No, but are you afraid of the actor who plays him or the actual person?
Afraid? Who said afraid?
What?
Did you,
This is-
Felipe said afraid, right?
Are
These
you both
earphones
hitting
are
the
not-
bourbon bottle in there?
Hey, she's
I'm
not. I don't know what the
Felipe,
fuck
I am
she's saying.
talking about the physical body that is Lawrence.
So of T.E. Lawrence.
Yes.
Okay, so
Okay,
you're
not
not
the
talking.
actor.
You're not talking about Peter O'Toole who plays him in the movie. You're
I'm
talking
gonna
about
fucking
T.
break
Lawrence.
this
Well,
glass.
now I'm
It's
confused.
The same
I'm
person.
confused.
No, you think T.E. Lawrence played himself in the fucking movie?
Oh, because it was based on a true story. Oh, okay.
Yeah, like all that
okay.
shit happened.
Okay, this is what I interpreted. I thought you guys meant the character.
We
of
didn't
the
know what
main
you
guy,
meant. Did you
or
mean
the actor that plays the character?
the character was a real person?
No, I know, but I didn't.
Okay.
Think,
Yeah,
I,
clearly
didn't
you
I
didn't-
wasn't even thinking
You
about
didn't
that.
know.
So
I was
you
like,
meant
what the
you
fuck are you
meant
guys-
you meant Peter O'Toole.
Do you like
who
Emma
is the-
Watson or Belle? I'm like, literally.
Right, but neither of those people actually exist in the real world.
Yeah, I mean, we all know that Emma Watson is a fictional character written by J.K. Rowling, played by Hermione Granger.
Yeah. Yes. So you guys just hung around Westwood basically, and
No,
you know
we
that's
didn't.
fucking.
We did
Well,
not.
no, before the Thanksgiving
No,
break is
we
what I'm talking
didn't.
about.
Oh,
For
yes,
6 days you
yes, we
weren't
did.
around Westwood. It sounds like you were.
This
Because I
is
was
my,
here.
like,
I was.
And I
part-time job,
should have hit y'all up
misinterpreting.
because I was briefly in Pasadena, but for the entire break I was here.
would have. I made a ton of food. I would have given you some.
Damn, I was looking for tons of food. Oh well. Oh well. Rafe, what'd you do? Did you go? Oh, you went home to Houston, Dallas.
You see, I never.
Fuck, I just
I
offended
never
so many
figured
Texans.
out what part of Texas you were from. So it is Dallas.
It is Dallas. Yeah,
Some call it the Houston of Texas.
Nobody calls it that.
Oh, you mean that little town outside Fort Worth, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
My brother, one of his friends from Stanford, visited him in Dallas, and he was like, "We want to go to Fort Worth," and I was like, "What is there in Fort Worth other than a single cow in probably a big airport field?"
I fucking hate cows.
Wait,
Moo.
why?
Hold
Okay.
on, I want to go. I
Docile,
want to go
but,
back
yeah.
to Akila's
No.
Akila's edition there.
Moo.
Thank
They're
you.
docile, said the
cow.
city boy.
Okay, fair enough. But every cow I've seen,
Drink.
okay, hold up. When I went to school in Santa Cruz, there was this big cow pasture right next to the school, and I would go out there and smoke a blunt and put it up to the cow's mouth, and they would never like hit the blunt, but I would always like giggle and be like, the stakes have never been higher.
No, it
I'm a
did not have friends.
funny
so he hung
18-year-old.
with cows.
See, I've heard a lot of similar stories from Californians. Apparently, the cows here are docile.
Yeah, they're fine.
The cows where I grew up are fucking assholes.
Well, that's because you grew up in what, Spain?
Switzerland.
Switzerland.
Motherfucker,
Those
where are
cows
you from?
Those cows run the
Honestly-
fucking
Just
place.
ask a question
Wait,
about us,
Did you
Noah.
guys know he lived in like Cincinnati? Wait, Connecticut?
No, Connecticut.
Connecticut
Wait,
for like
what?
7 years? Isn't that
When
so weird?
I moved to me and my family moved to Connecticut when I was a year old,
Whoa.
and then we moved away. That's why I speak English.
Oh.
And then we moved back to Europe when I was 8.
Yeah, because they don't speak English in Europe.
No.
Except for that one part, but
Except-
we don't talk about that part.
Except for now all of Western and Northern Europe and
Honestly,
mostly
more of
Southern
India
Europe.
probably definitely speaks more English than Europe.
I heard
People in India
yeah.
speak better English than people in Spain.
Debatable.
I'll tell you for a fact. Right now, the
Yeah.
Spanish-
Actually, yeah, my mom corrects my grammar all the time,
Yeah, I mean,
but she mispronounces everything.
I'm looking at a Spaniard and an Indian lady, and
Afghani.
I don't know. I gotta say, so are you Afghani?
No.
No. See,
It's
now
just a bit. I
but
have to continue it. throughout the
do
whole
you?
month.
Because your mom's
we
listening. and
apologize
she'll
to
be like,
any of
"Oh,
our
Akila."
Afghan listeners.
It's
Yeah.
How's the weather over
comedy is
there?
just commitment. Whatever
Probably
you say,
hot.
just commit to it.
It's summer in Afghanistan, right?
You missed it
it's winter.
rehearsal. I'm trying to get my new thing to catch on. Instead of rule of 3, rule of 2.
That's
And
honestly going to make everyone's lives
It's
easier.
the minimum and the maximum, so you can't ever say a joke just once. You have to say it twice.
You know, that's
Yeah.
that's the policy that Singapore has for how many children you should have. It's called 2 is enough.
2 is enough,
Wait,
and if
really?
you have
Is it
one,
illegal
they
to have
shoot
3?
you.
Yeah.
Wasn't that the name of a sitcom?
And if you have 3, you don't even want to know what happens if you have 3.
Oh boy.
What happens?
You have
You don't want to know, Rafe.
Oh.
You ask. It's like, no, I want to know. And then you find out, and you're like,
I
oh,
wanna
no,
be,
wait, I didn't
I
want
wanna
to know.
be an engaging host. I wanna show I'm listening to the conversation.
Did you know it's illegal to chew gum in Singapore?
Why you pay attention to what we're saying?
He said Singapore. Didn't you say Singapore?
Is it Singapore? Yeah.
Yeah.
You
You pay
haven't even
attention.
answered the cereal mascot question.
Yeah. So what cereal mascot would you sleep with?
Tony the Tiger, obviously. Chloe said that the first day.
That's actually a pretty good answer
if
you're
Maple
a furry.
Ladders had a cereal mascot.
See, look, if we're being real about
Could you-
something,
Okay.
Has
can I be
Jessica
real about
Rabbit
something?
ever had like a cereal?
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, Jessica
kidding
Rabbit? Oh no,
Trix.
Jessica Rabbit. That's not Jessica Rabbit. Jessica Rabbit's the
She's a
hottie in the
cartoon.
red dress.
Oh, I thought you
cartoon.
said if.
I mean, she's
like,
not hot.
if
She's a
rabbit
cartoon.
had it.
Nobody
Cartoon,
jerks off to
cartoon for
cartoons.
children.
That was a good cartoon.
never saw
Tony the
it.
Tiger is like definitely like the option if like he's burly, he's big, he's great in the sack, but
Ugh.
exactly he's an
That's
animal.
my reaction.
He's a if you're a furry, fine. I'm not going to judge you for that. That's
I
your
am.
prerogative.
Noah's a furry.
I'm just saying Trix. Wait, no, not Trix. Fucking
Lucky Charms.
Lucky Charm. Thank you, Rafe. Lucky Charms
Oh, the
is
Rice
a human,
Krispies
I was gonna
boy.
say
a
Lucky
small
Charms.
human, but a human.
But I
Oh
think
no, he's
that-
an elf. Wait, what is? He's a leprechaun. Are
Isn't it
leprechauns
3 little
humans?
elves or 3 little leprechauns? There's 3 of them, right?
Rice
Oh, that's
Krispie
Rice
guys
Krispies.
are like elves.
Snap, crackle, and pop.
That's
Which
it.
means they are
Hey.
small. They are small.
Ah,
Aquila.
I think
that means
yeah,
it
I
looks
think
bigger
that's-
on them.
No, I
See,
think
You could
that's
hold them
illegal.
all in one hand.
Oh God.
I think the only correct answer to this is Cheerios.
Who's
What's
the
the bee?
The bee?
No, the Cheerio.
Yeah, 'cause it's a circle.
If
Oh, are we?
Are we
fucking
fucking
the
or-
cereal?
We're
or
fucking-
the
Okay, okay,
mascot?
we're-
You. Go
okay,
ahead.
pivoting. Yes, now we are.
That is
fucking
my
the
new
cereal.
favorite word. I actually posted on my Finsta an entire post just about the word pivot.
Really?
I think it's a really inspiring word. Like when things are going wrong, what do? You pivot.
Right. And
Pivot
when you're
away.
going up for a jump shot, but you have a defender on you,
Pivot.
you pivot.
There's so many things you can pivot to. In
When
life.
you're trying to get a train to run and you want like part of the engine to work, what do you get? You get a pivot.
A pivot.
Oh, it's a noun too.
Sure. Have you seen the
Maybe.
Friends joke where they're trying to move a couch up or down some stairs and Ross keeps going, pivot, pivot. And then
Wow.
Chandler's like, sorry, pivot was it? And I'm like, he's the one who roasts.
Chandler.
Classic Chan.
That's what I would do if I were in the audience for Friends. I'd just
See-
be like, he's the one who roasts.
See, everyone in Shenanigans wants to think that they're a Chandler, but they're actually a Ross or a Monica.
Ross and Rachel are the 2 worst friends.
I gotta say, I've seen maybe 4 episodes of Friends.
I have seen one.
I'm not.
Who is
I'm
your
not a
favorite
Friends guy.
friend?
Oh,
Sorry,
Jennifer- or not-
Friend.
Jennifer
definitely Elaine.
Aniston.
The
yeah,
worst.
Yeah, fuck Friends. Let's talk Seinfeld.
Let's talk Seinfeld. Seinfeld was my jam.
Let's
Can
talk
we watch-
Seinfeld
can
and
we-
then move
Can
this
we
into
watch
Curb.
Seinfeld right
we-
now
can
instead
we
of
watch-
finishing this?
Yeah, honestly, like, dude, want to talk about Jewish representation in Hollywood?
So who is your favorite character in Seinfeld?
Oh,
Seinfeld.
that would have to be the soup Nazi. No soup for you, dude.
No soup for you.
That whole storyline is great, and apparently Larry David wrote it from some truth. There was a guy who was just very bureaucratic about serving soup to people, and he was like, "That guy's kind of like a soup Nazi," and then that's where the episode came from.
Isn't that how all of Seinfeld was written? Just Larry David saw things.
Yeah,
He
like,
saw
pretty much.
himself in the mirror, and that's how George Costanza was
Right.
born.
yeah. There's an episode where George quits his job and then changes his mind and goes back the next day like it never happened. And Larry David actually did that when he worked for SNL.
Really,
Wow. Who's your guys' favorite character on the Mindy Project?
Never seen it.
Mindy Kaling.
Good choice.
It's also the only person I know on the whose name I know on the
Really?
show.
I didn't know that. That's not why I asked the question.
wasn't
I wanted
apparent.
to test your
Is her
guys'.
last name really Project?
And with that, we end the podcast.
Oh, look at that! It's
Would you
time.
look at
Oh,
that?
Akila's just smashing the console.
Akila smash.
Snoop.
Snoop. So,
Should we do plugs now?
we should do some plugs. Definitely, guys, come to Rolf 1200, Rolf 1200, Rolf Auditorium
Guess
tomorrow.
9005 if you're listening.
If you're listening, what the
Oh
fuck
my
are
God,
kicks? We're about to
someone's
tell you.
listening?
There's people in the chat.
Wait, who?
It's anonymous, so we don't know their names.
But tell me their numbers.
Guess 2461. Guess 9005.
Is it not 24601?
That's what I was going to say. Also, little insider secret. Guess 2461. That's me.
That's you?
Yeah, I just went on there. That's why I wrote the word weenus.
Oh. I thought it was Furkan because that one asked who's
I don't think
Furkan.
Furkan listens anymore, which means we're down 100% of our listeners.
Well, there's always your mom, Rafe.
When we put it on YouTube, it blows up, though. We get millions of views.
Millions.
Millions.
Decades.
You don't
of
even
views.
number the
Billions of
episodes.
views.
Literally, I tell one person in my family I was on podcast, all of India's going to be listening to this.
Oh, please. Yeah, can we get... You know, we probably could crowdsource enough in the Shenanigans
Every
budget to get a
country.
billboard in Punjab.
Yeah, I don't live
Let's
there,
see.
but yeah.
Nah, gypsies don't have the internet.
No one doesn't know where anyone lives. I feel like we've established
Yeah,
this.
Rafe's from Austin.
Okay, but mine
Felipe's
is
from
like
Cleveland.
2 weeks
What?
ago.
What did
No,
you
wait. 3 weeks ago,
Like, I'm
Hannah-
not American, and even I know that's offensive.
Hannah and Vinny were talking about where they live, and Vinny's like, yeah, I'm from the East Coast. And then Hannah's like, and I'm from Wisconsin. Noah's like, yeah, 2 people from the East Coast. Let's talk about that.
To me, definitely.
Borders are a social
He's a
construct.
history major. He should know.
But
you should at least
he
know
is
what
not
things
a
used
geography
to be.
major.
No, he's a history major, which means he, of all people, understand borders are a social construct and we are all citizens of the international community. Right, Noah?
Yeah, we're all citizens of global Earth.
You gotta
Do you
stop
like it?
talking like that
See-
if you want to keep that American
Oh, wait,
passport.
wait.
Before the thing started, before the podcast started, Akila was like, "Okay, guys, don't do fake laughs if my jokes aren't funny. I want you to be brutally honest." And I feel we've kept up our side of the bargain.
That's true. They haven't laughed. At
Ha
me.
ha!
Ah,
God.
huh.
There's honestly nothing I hate more than fake
Martians.
laughs. Like, I need
How
to
about
be
this
held
one?
to a high standard.
Where have I
Private
heard,
Biggie!
Where have I heard that one before?
Ruga.
We keep skirting around this. I want to say Rolf 1200 tomorrow. We have the Laugh Den show.
8 o'clock
8 o'clock.
p.m.
You're
Prime Meridian.
8 o'clock. You're gonna see awesome sketch comedy as well as both
Improv.
Shenanigans improv teams. You're gonna see me
Awesome
on stage.
sketch comedy.
You'll see
so
me on
so
stage.
improv.
Hey, we'll see
No
who does
stand-up.
what.
And you'll finally see what Felipe looks like.
yeah.
Yeah, you get to compare me to Stalin.
Whoa, Andy Samberg, where did you come from?
Oh my God, that's crazy. How's it going? How's Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Hey, no, we
It's
don't. We're not
canceled.
doing like Shenanigans original digital sketches at this
Yeah.
laugh
Not
den.
at this one, but we will be doing it at the maybe the Tech Crunch thing.
The what
That's
now?
happening.
No, the geek.
The Geek
fair?
Week
Dude.
crunch.
Okay. Wait.
Tech
There's a
crunch?
crunch in there
We're
somewhere.
not still talking about cereal.
Shark
Come
Tank.
on.
We're going on Shark Tank.
For what?
What do you have?
We're pitching an idea.
Shark Tank
What's
the
your
show,
idea?
as the last meal person himself would say.
That's a callback. No one understands it.
It's a
except for
callback to
me.
something I wrote using your stuff for my
Wait.
amusement.
You
But
wrote
anyways,
Last
we're
Meal?
going on Shark Tank to pitch the idea of filming something that is comedic, and we're gonna see how
Those
much they
idiots
invest.
But
They won't know what
it's
hit
gonna have
them.
to be geek related.
No.
Wait,
This
wait.
is Shark Tank.
Just say the word
Wait,
weenus.
why? Wait, are we talking about Geek Week or Shark Tank? Shark Tank?
Noah, you're the host.
Like
you have
with
to
Mark
keep up.
Cuban?
You can't laugh.
Ahem!
Oh, that's
Whoa.
why he's famous.
Mark Cuban?
Yeah.
Mark Cuban.
I mean,
Shark
he's
Tank?
also
no,
like a
he's
billionaire
famous
investor.
because he's rich.
He's also low key.
He's like
trying to run for
co-owner
president.
of the Bucks or something. That's not
He
true.
probably wrote a book.
A lot of
at some
people are
point.
trying to run for president, though.
Yeah, but he's one of them.
Who do you... You said yeah, but that didn't contradict what I said.
Wait, what did you say?
I said a lot of people are trying to run for president, and you said yeah, but he's one of them.
I mean, like, a lot of people are always trying to run for president, but
Who you voting for in 2020?
well, I can't vote. So
Oh yeah, Akila.
Huh?
Who are you voting for in 2020?
Who are you voting for in 2020? Do you have 2020 hindsight? Yeah.
I mean, honestly, at this point, I might run.
You got to be 35. So
Okay, well, fuck you.
and
Noah.
you were born in India.
what, that
so...
wasn't on the test you had to take? Oh, wait, question. Oh, wait. This would be a good segment. Do you remember any of the questions on the citizenship exam?
Yeah, I remember like.
Oh,
all
yeah,
of them.
Wait,
Jesus.
please.
Why would that be a
would
good seg?
because I doubt I could get 80% or whatever you need to.
That does
Yeah,
not make
why
it a
are
good
there,
segment.
Why are there 13 stripes on the flag?
For the 13
13
colonies.
original
colonies.
colonies, right?
Oh wait,
Damn.
No's a history major. I should let him say it.
Yeah.
But bam, you're a citizen.
Anything else?
There was a lot. There was so they give you a packet of 100 questions. You just basically memorize the answer to. It's like a Quizlet kind of
Right.
thing. So once you memorize those, you're good. But in general, honestly, I feel like most Americans would not know the answers to those questions.
Do you remember
What's
any more?
the weirdest question?
Yeah. Does anyone stand out?
Yeah, so they asked me what is the rule of law? And I mixed
What?
that up with the Constitution, but the rule of law is basically that no one is above the Constitution. Leaders
Right.
must follow the Constitution, everything.
Oh,
Yeah.
how,
Akila,
how
that is your
interesting.
best joke yet.
That's true. That was sad.
The
Social
rule of
commentary.
law.
What was
the
that?
rule of law. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
if you just asked me what is the rule of law, I would not be able to tell you. Like that
Yeah,
makes
'cause
sense
it's like
now that
a
you say
very
it, but
it's like you know it innately, and like no one's above the law, but the wording, I guess, is kind of
yeah.
weird. Most of them I feel like you might be able to get. It's just like what are the three branches? Who's the current president? Who's like your U.S. senator? Who's your like state senator?
Probably get to know.
Who's your House of Representatives people?
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I think
I don't
he
know about
died in Terminator 2.
Your representative, but my
He
representative
did, didn't he?
isn't.
I think so.
Is
And
that
he
a
was
separate
back for Terminator
continuity?
3, so what's that all about?
A lot of people are dead in Shenanigans
and he got
continuity.
cloned in Total Recall.
Something like
Total
that.
Recall.
And I
what
think he
a
had
movie!
a twin in Twins.
Are we just
He
talking
fought a
about movies I
predator.
haven't seen?
At some point.
It's a
At
good
some
movie.
point
You
he
got to
did.
see it.
Let's talk about live
Isn't
action
he Danny
Disney
DeVito's
remakes.
brother?
Isn't he Danny DeVito's brother?
Yeah.
Yes, in real life he
Yeah,
is,
he
for sure.
Okay, yeah.
Rafe, I'm so against live action Disney
I
remakes.
I
Fuck
don't understand
those.
why everyone looks forward to. I mean, I know
I don't look
nostalgia,
forward
but
to any of them.
whenever someone's like, "Oh, I'm so looking forward to The Lion King, but worse," or Beauty
It
and the
looks
Beast,
so
but worse,
weird. They're
I'm
like
just
real,
like,
but not
I'm
real.
like, no, you lose the right to say Hollywood is out of ideas if this is what you look forward to and support.
That's true.
It's like when you don't vote, you don't get to complain.
Rafe, I am curious. So when I heard live action Lord of the Simba,
Flies.
what's it called?
King of the Lions.
King of the fuck,
Between the
I'm having such a
Lions.
fucking brain fart. You know what I'm talking. Lion King. Yeah. So when you heard Lion King live action remake, did you think, like I thought, there was gonna be people?
No,
So
Really?
it's basically just going to film a Broadway show.
Well, I thought live action means fucking live.
it's not even.
That's
no part of
PG.
it is live.
Animals,
Exactly.
No part of it
Animals
is
are
live.
alive.
That's my complaint. That
They're
was
alive.
all CG. They're all
They're alive, Noah. They're alive.
They
not
don't.
alive,
They're
they're
not
dead.
alive until
George,
they
the
flicker
animals
across
are
the
alive.
screen.
They were on the computer. Computers aren't live.
I wasn't upset about. I was upset about Aladdin, not Lion King.
No, here's what. Okay, so when I watched the Aladdin trailer, and maybe I'm remembering this wrong because I feel like I looked at it again and this wasn't the case. The Cave of Wonders, which is the big lion head, and
Yeah.
it's like touch nothing but the lamp, and then a moth appears, and it's like no problem, brother. what they did for the live action Aladdin, it's just like a lion head on a cave, and it's just a regular cave with like a sculpture of a lion, and it just looks so bad.
Yeah,
it looks
I
bad. Stop seeing these movies. Stop seeing these movies and stop seeing the ones that are. This is the villain story you've never seen before. Stop seeing Maleficent. They're making another one in 2 years.
Really?
There's
Oh,
4.
God.
I was just watching a video. There's 4 live-action Disney remakes coming next year.
Why? Who asked
It's
for this?
Aladdin, Lion King, one I'm forgetting, and Lady and the Tramp.
What?
For the
No.
longest time,
How are
I
they gonna
used
do
to
the
think-
spaghetti thing with actual dogs?
See,
Peanut
that's the
butter.
thing. It's fucking.
Put peanut
they're
butter
gonna
on the
do it.
spaghetti.
They're gonna
The
do
biggest complaint is that it's not actual dogs. It's not live action. It's fucking digital.
And apparently
it's not live
apparently
action.
Lady and the Tramp is going to be exclusive to their streaming service. That is not a draw for
Okay,
me.
Oh,
so I
yeah.
just won't buy it, I guess.
So
That's
then
why
after
they
that,
keep pushing all these like new shows and movies because they want their streaming.
oh right,
service to be
Dumbo.
lit.
Dumbo's the 4th one,
Oh, fuck.
where the effects don't even look good.
See, for me, the issue
Yikes.
with Aladdin was they said, okay, we're going to cast a guy for Aladdin. Takes place in the Middle East. So we need to cast either
Jake Gyllenhaal,
someone
come
from
on
the Middle
back!
East or a South Asian. It's all the same thing.
Have you heard who
That
they
was
cast
upsetting.
for the genie?
Is
I
it-
just heard
wait,
today.
Wait. Is it Robin Williams? Oh, wait.
They killed him.
Ah.
Damn Disney, taking all my childhood heroes and murdering them.
Here, I'll give you
But
a
they're-
hint. He accidentally was part of the sponsorship today.
What? Oh,
Is this a quiz?
The guy that you
Oh,
mentioned earlier.
fucking Smith, Will Smith.
Willard Smith as the genie.
Really?
Yes.
I don't think that's the worst choice.
But it's the wrong choice.
No, it
Like
is
the
wrong
worst choice would be like a Nazi, but it's not a good choice. Or like a succulent pig.
See, the thing
Okay,
is,
but honestly, some of the new Disney movies that are not remakes are incredible. Like Princess and the Frog, Frozen, Moana.
fuck
Those
Moana.
are all.
Moana
Have you-
was shit.
Have you seen Wreck-It Ralph 2?
That's because you're not a little brown girl, okay? Trust me, Moana was an
I
inspiration.
didn't like the songs in Moana. I'm not gonna. I mean, like the.
Are you
The songs
unsure
were
if there
bad.
were songs? Or were they songs?
No, there was one song I didn't like, but I like the other ones, so it's like a mixed like love hate. But
I mean, there's only
Princess
one
and the
good
Frog,
song
you
in
gotta
Mulan.
admit, was beautiful.
I like.
I mean, it
Beautiful.
was
Two songs.
They tried to do like this empowering thing for black women, but then she spends the whole movie being a frog.
I don't know what
That's
the
just-
attempt
that's
for
not-
that
I don't
movie
think-
was, other
That
than
doesn't take away from who she is
I don't
at
think.
heart.
Yeah, that. I mean,
Princess and the Frog started Disney's tradition of, oh, every single movie we do, we got to do a wink to the audience, like we know all the old cliches, and it wasn't so bad
Wait, like,
then.
what kind of wink are you like?
So,
give
like
an
with
example?
Princess and the Frog, it was like,
They were
oh, true
literally
love's
like-
kiss. No, it turns her into a frog, and look how
Oh.
hard she works. And then there's a lot of like twists and turns in the plot. And then starting with like Frozen, they just like have the characters like
Oh,
basically
yeah.
wink to camera and go, "Hey, I wonder if like so and so's gonna be the villain because they're
she don't need no man.
yeah, and it's bad, and then the villains have no character, and nobody has any character. This is what makes me angry. This is what keeps me up in the middle of the night.
This
In
is why
Moana,
you
the
need
villain
tricks.
was a
This
literal.
is why I
mountain.
can't come. That is my fake laugh. Thank you.
This is why he can't come. We figured it out. I've been trying to get him to come for 8 episodes.
We've had 9.
So it's
I'm
Moana?
with my partner Noah, and I'm just like, Hans from Frozen. I can't stand him. He has no character.
But finally, we've gotten to the bottom of this. Oh my God.
Wow.
So in order to make you come, do we just have to make you forget Frozen?
No, because then Zootopia did it. I
Okay,
haven't even watched.
I liked Zootopia.
Look,
And
Other-
Coco was fucking amazing.
I haven't
was
seen
good.
Coco.
Coco was
It
good.
a beautiful
I haven't
movie.
seen Coco yet, and I haven't seen Moana. But before I watched Moana, which I still haven't done, I asked a friend of mine. I was like, "Is there a character in the movie who's very obviously evil, and because of that, you know, they're just a red herring, and then they act like whoever actually is the villain is super twisty and not like obvious at all, even though it's super obvious?" And he was
Oh,
like,
you mean like The Incredibles too?
Yep, they did that too.
Did they do that in Detective Pikachu?
I'll answer off air.
It was Pikachu
NDA
all
in
along.
effect. Pikachu was the killer the whole time.
Look,
They-
I turned to
They
a guy
realized when they found they were all electrocuted.
before the movie started. I turned to the guy next to me and I was like, I bet they're gonna do a Disney villain twist.
Wait, which movie is
And
this?
and he cannot say whether
And
they
I
did or
cannot
didn't.
say whether they did or didn't.
But he brought it up, so infer for yourselves, folks.
Which movie is this? Right?
Detective Pikachu? A
Wait,
movie
that's
he saw
out?
on no, he's on advanced screening.
Oh.
And then they were like, did you like the movie? Did you like Mr. Mime? And I was like, I guess.
Wait, how do those work? Like, what if you saw an advanced screening of the Avengers and like,
Yeah.
what couldn't you just tell everyone? what
Non-disclosure
happens?
agreement. What Rafe had to sign.
They'll hunt you
What
down.
if you just did it
Okay, Rafe, how do you
like anonymously?
get that?
Best case scenario, because what they do is they have small audiences of like 100 people maximum. And at the first one I went to for X-Men, they took a picture of you with your ID. And they maybe also did that for Detective Pikachu. I don't remember.
Can you go to jail?
No, they just had
If
a
I remember,
fat fine.
if I
like a
remember the
huge
NDA,
fine.
maximum they could sue you for $1 million. Minimum, they'll just be like, no more movie screenings for you.
Well, what if you did it anonymously? That's my question.
They
Depends how
they
much
have
they
ways.
care.
Yeah.
Because like, if I spoiled like,
No, you
I don't
can do
know.
it like literally on a different computer. Like, how would they ever find out on like a public computer?
I don't know, Akila. Why don't you try?
I'm
and
going to
tell me
do
what
it now.
happened.
You should.
Yeah,
you
Rafe,
should
how do you get
spoil
to watch
Infinity War
these,
2.
these
You
early
sign up. I
screenings?
signed up on GoFobo.com, and there's also one for Warner Brothers. I signed up
Go
for.
Phobo.
Here's a trick I've learned, or at least applied once, is for most of the movies it'll be like, come to a specific screening of this movie, come to Detective Pikachu. But then when I went to X-Men, they're like, come to movie preview. It could be anything, wink wink. And I was like, that means it's probably a high profile movie. And then it was, and then the movie got delayed like 3 years.
So which
Which
movie did
one
you
was
see?
it?
X-Men.
Which
The
one?
X-Men that's coming out next year.
Dark
Originally
Phoenix?
it was originally it was
You've seen
supposed-
it?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Originally it was
Christ.
supposed to come out this month, and then it was pushed back to February, and then pushed back again as soon as they came out with the trailer. The next day they're like, nah, it's gonna be in June now.
So it's not Oscar bait anymore.
So I'm going to baby. So I'm by the time it
He
comes
wants
out,
to say it's so bad.
I will have seen it like well over a year in advance.
Wow.
Do
That's-
they make you like
wow.
do a survey after you finish?
Yeah,
Like,
that's
how
the
would you
reason
like
you're
it?
there.
Okay.
Rafe,
So-
can you give us like a Rotten Tomato score, 0 to 100?
No, I can't. They tell you not to say anything.
Well, I mean, literally say a
Like,
number
give a, like-
between 0 and 100 that may or may not be the rating of this movie.
Wink your eyes between a
1,000.
number to 0 to 100.
He can't.
Wink my eyes. That's a
See,
blink.
Akila, you asked like, how would they ever find out? I don't know. Saying it on a public podcast might be how they find
no
out.
one's
On the
Okay,
listening.
no one will
Relax.
listen to this. Like,
She's right. No, Furcon is like, hold on.
They wouldn't know where to look.
I couldn't get my own mother to listen to this.
I know. They'd be like, no, it's probably not on that podcast.
My mom, when she picked me up from the airport, she turned to me and said, by the way, Rafe and Noah. And I was like, it's just
Ooh.
Rafe. It's April showers bring May flowers. And I was like, all right. She was like, you started at the beginning of the last episode. You're like, May showers bring something.
Oh, Rafe's mom, you're a pleasure. You're a pleasure. I don't remember saying that, but I'm sure I
real
missaid it.
peach.
A real Georgia, Texas peach.
Georgia
Is that a
O'Keeffe?
thing?
What?
A real Georgia O'Keeffe. You make vaginal art. Okay.
You know what?
It's 9:58.
That is our cue. When Noah starts getting weird, that's our cue to end it. This has
We
been
should
an
have
awesome...
ended it 50 minutes ago.
Oh,
then.
we should have.
Oh my God! Roasted.
But
You're the
Once
Chandler
Akila
of the
plugged
group.
mic and it went all downhill.
So,
We've
Akila,
plugged Laugh Den.
we've plugged Laugh Den. We've plugged our YouTube channel. Please check it out. There's a lot of funny videos that Akila wrote, directed, is in. That Felipe's
yeah, all the
in.
videos
that
I've directed,
I'm
and acted
in.
and written and edited.
Yes. This is like a
No,
digital
it's
crew.
like-
Rafe,
How did
has
After
done some
Dark
stuff.
the show go?
It went great.
It went good. I can't
went
even
so
believe it,
good.
but it went good.
Yeah.
It went really good.
We had a
People-
packed house. A
people
packed
liked
house.
it.
There were more
18
people than
people.
seats.
People were standing in the aisles. The front row was all not freshmen. Sorry, I was going to say frat boys, and they didn't enjoy.
The streets
frat boy
were
jokes.
filled.
They didn't?
They didn't, and I could see it in their face.
Oh, I
that's
It was
wonder why.
amazing. That was the best part of the show for me.
Someone
That's
from
great.
The Enabler wrote an article the other day that was like, Christmas
I
lights
saw
around
that.
Frat Row are so pretty they almost make you forget about the sexual assault allegations.
Oh God, that's a.
Retweet.
I've read
Good
like
article.
5 articles. They haven't published a single one.
You need to
and,
make it more poignant towards frat boys.
And After Dark has an arch nemesis now. They're called Fast Flame.
Oh yeah, the fast flame
Yeah.
archetype. Yeah, they come in and burn all of our scripts as we try
Yeah.
to rehearse. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
it was a good show. It was a great show. Akila, Felipe, do you have any social media you want to plug?
Ooh,
Snapchat
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
Instagram.
Yes, please.
Okay,
Twitter.
follow me on. Oh my God, what if my mom's watching this? She can't know about my Twitter.
Do the decoy Twitter.
Yeah, tell them the decoy.
Okay,
follow
but
me
it's basically
at
my
CNN.
name, Akila, Akila.
Are you assuming your mom can't spell?
Rejish. Yes, I know that's not how I spell my last name, but it's to keep my identity hidden. So it's Akila Rajesh instead of Akila Rajesh. And then my Instagram is Akila with like 4 E's instead of an I. And then, oh my God, this boy I hate just posted a picture with his girlfriend.
All right, Felipe, do you have anything to plug?
Yeah, I only have one Instagram account. It's called
Felipe makes cartoons.
Damn
dot.
Felipe.makes.cartoons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's good.
Thank you. I make political cartoons, and
One about Stan Lee.
I made a Stan Lee cartoon.
I know, that's what I was referencing.
Oh, okay.
And
I didn't say what about Stan Lee. I said one.
Yeah.
you can follow Rafe.
I'm at Burstein, Burstein, Rafe, Raphe, at Twitter.
Rafe,
Follow
you never
me.
followed me back on Twitter.
You never followed me, period.
I have.
Salma did a follow for me.
Salma has a Twitter.
Salma,
Salma's Twitter pops off. I think everyone should go
shit.
follow
she'll
Salma.
tweet
Oh my
things
God, I'm
like,
gonna follow
hey,
her.
a photo bomb is someone taking a picture of me on stage. And I'm like, I get it, because...
She bombs on stage.
Yeah.
All right. You can follow me Instagram at Noah Stern _. Come see me. I got a lot of new pictures up. I posted like 10 times in the last week, which is I usually post like 4 times a year. So is Noah trying to get clout up in here? I am. You can follow me on Twitter at Noah but no arc. You can follow me at Snapchat
You
at
have a
Be
Twitter?
Gentle. And yeah, let's have some fun with it. You just heard the Riff with Shenanigans for the podcast. I'm Noah Stern alongside Rafe Burstein.
Yep, and as always, we hope you had fun, and we hope we had fun.
Now enjoy some tunes.
Tricks are for kids.
I couldn't get my own mother to listen to this.